Welcome to day 1 and 3 of the CYBERGENICS Phase One bodybuilding program. In my previous videos, I covered the CYBERGENICS Total Bodybuilding System, which was an 8-week program, 6 days a week, all done fasted workouts. This one is a 6-week workout. You've got 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on. And this workout, I had a lot more fun doing in the past because it didn't kill me and I didn't have to do it while I was hungry. I mean, basically. This came with a bunch of supplements in it. I covered this in my previous unboxing video, but the real golden thing inside this is this blue book. Inside this book, it gives you a workout program and a dietary regimen to follow. Also, it gives you a way to roughly calculate your macros, and it also gives you advice on how to do that if you are a certain body type. If you're an endomorph, ectomorph, it gives you a little bit of a tip on what side to lean on, more calories or less calories, depending on what that is, and it gives you ideas of what you are. And that's really cool, and at the time, that was unprecedented. There was no other supplement on the market that gave you that kind of advice and gave you those kind of tips. And so this was a comprehensive package that if you did what they said to do, you're probably going to get some results out of it. Now, were you going to look like the guys on the front of the box? Probably not. But you were going to lose some weight, you were going to get leaner, and you were going to gain some muscle, especially if you were new to the game. Were you going to get the closest thing to steroids results they said you were going to get? No, steroids are always going to give you more results than anything you can buy in a store, but this was something that was a heavy influence on my life growing up, and I hope it can be on yours because I'm going to give you all the information that this book has, and we're going to detail out the workout today. Chest, legs, low back, and triceps. Here we go. Just like the other workout, the Total Bodybuilding System, Phase One is also based on positive and negative failure, or like what they call the zero effort principle, which basically is just pushing yourself to maximum effort to failure, to where you can't lift the weight no more. Some things are pushed to positive failure and some things are pushed to negative failure. Positive failure is when you can no longer lift the weight in a positive portion of the rep, and negative failure is when you can no longer even lower it down without it falling on you. So negative failure is definitely a little bit more dangerous, and you will need a spotter on those. Most of these exercises though are just taken to positive failure. On the chest cycle, barbell press, midway through it is taken to negative failure. If you're gonna do it that way, you're gonna need somebody to pick it up off your chest so you can drop it back down and try not to use your chest as a trampoline. So we're gonna jump into this. The first thing we're doing is chest, and it is 2 sets of warm up with bench press at 35% max, 15 to 18 reps, done that. And what I'm about to jump into is this cycle. Dumbbell flies, flat dumbbell flies, 80% max flying weight, positive failure. Then we're gonna jump into dumbbell press with the same weight we just used as flies to positive failure. Then you're gonna get up and you're gonna get on the bench press and you're gonna go to barbell press 50% of your max lift, positive and negative failure. So I'm gonna press it until I can't press it anymore, and then my wife's gonna pick it up off my chest and I'm gonna lower it slowly. And honestly, that's probably gonna take 2 or 3 times and I'm gonna be done with that. I'm gonna get up off that, go back to the bench and go back to flat dumbbell flies, 40% max of what I was using last time, and then to dumbbell press with the same weight. So you're doing basically dumbbell flies to failure, flies to presses, bench press, flies to presses. I'm only gonna repeat that 2 times. I've done this workout a couple times. I've done it twice last week just to kind of get used to it. And I'm gonna go through it once for you on camera and let you see what that looks like. But something does not feel right. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the light, but, oh, I know what it is. That's it, now we're ready. You need a stringer tank that barely covers your nipples. A little bit of nipple showage on the outside of it, and that's about perfect right there. You'll get a much better workout that way. That's scientifically proven. Let's go. 80% of my dumbbell flies is what I'm supposed to be choosing here, and I'm looking at it because I've like never PR'd on dumbbell flies. That's not something I went into the gym like today. I am maxing out on dumbbell flies, but I'm just safely gonna say that because I'm gonna drop it in half when I come back to the bench to do flies and presses. So
100s.
Hundreds. Let's do it. No.
Let's go.
No, we're gonna do 35s and like our rotator cuffs.
Let's That's no
And that's
fun.
the thing on this is because you may be taking your weights down as you go along on this. You may think, if you went by that calculator, you may think, well, you know, my max bench is 300 pounds and I'm gonna do 50% of that. No, if you do this 3 rounds, it recommends 2 cycles of it the first time and then build up to like 3 or so. By the 3rd or 4th one, you're not gonna want a whole bunch of weight. That's not the point of this workout. So flies, you know, I'm not necessarily counting them, but I'm counting them. I'm lying. Just to see him get out of it.
Trainers don't count.
Well, we can count to 8, 10, 12, and 15. And the thing about flies is it's all about the negative. Going down into it, getting a decent stretch, not overstretching to hurt your shoulder. And if you're flying this with a heavy enough weight, like I probably could have gone heavier.
Well,
There's always the next cycle through this.
it's difficult to get a good shot. Got some nipplage showing there.
That's important for a good rep.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's positive failure. Now you go right into presses with the same weight. And this is all based off maximum effort, intensity. Positive failure. And this workout will really teach you what that really means. And you'll probably find that you have not been pushing yourself hard enough in your workouts. That's it, last one. All right, off to the bench press. Martin, I'm supposed to be doing 50% of my max on this, which I haven't maxed out on bench press in a long time, but hey, 135 will work just fine, trust me. I'm going positive and negative on this. So, my wife Brittany is spotting for me, and she will be deadlifting the weight off me to let it fall on my chest. And you just want to run through these. Rip them out. One more positive. Here comes the negative. I'm going to try to do 3 negatives. All right, get it. Maybe 2, who knows? You lower it as slow as you can. Up. One more. And at this point, it might just dump. Here it comes. Get it. Up. And then we're back on the bench, flat bench with 20-pound dumbbells. I started with 35s. I probably could have started with 40s, but I'm not going to waste any time. I'm right back into flat dumbbell flies. And your chest will feel pretty torched at this point. And again, it's not super heavy, but all of a sudden you will hit a wall with this and it just starts burning. And that's the thing, flies, this is a torturous thing to go to positive failure on in my book because you don't get done with it quick. It's a slow burn. Then you press them out, same weight. And never, when you get to this point where this lightweight feels so heavy. So if you're looking across the gym at me, and you're like, that dude is dying under those tiny dumbbells, there's a lot that's led up to it. That's it. And that is 1 round through that. And it recommends for you to rest long enough for your partner to finish a set, but really I would recommend only resting as long as it takes to really just get some feeling back where you can go again. 2-3 minutes tops, and then go right back into it, because the whole point in this is you're kind of chasing the pump. It's a bodybuilding workout. It's not something that I'm waiting around to get all of my strength back right before I get into it. Yeah, you want to get enough strength back where you can actually get somewhere on it, but you're not. This is so many reps and it's so involved and so intense that you are going to hit positive failure pretty quick, and you probably will have to kind of adjust your weight as you go along. But I would repeat this the first time I do this cycle 2 times and build up to 3. So today we're just doing it 2 times because now we got upper chest to do. So let's go. Now we've got cycle 2C, which is parallel bar dips, no added weight, just body weight. And then you're going straight to the incline barbell bench press, and that's 70% max on that. Positive and negative failure. So you are going to need a spotter on that part. You're going to need somebody to pick it up off of you so you can slowly lower it to your chest or let it dump violently and crush your sternum. Whichever one happens, it's all in the name of intensity and maximum effort. So let's do it. Oh, it has been a long time since I've done any dips, so I won't be doing many. That's it. That's all the dips you get. And if this cycle, this chest workout looks familiar, it's because it should. If you've watched the other chest video that I did with CYBERGENICS, it's nearly identical. It's pretty much the same thing, which I like that one a lot. One more positive, then we'll go for negatives. All right, spotter, are you ready?
Let's go.
The whole point of the negative is to really hold back. And you'll try to get that around 2 to 3 times, like I said before. Only rest long enough to like get some strength back and hit it again. You may even have to take this down a little bit, but that's okay because we're really trying to get a good solid pump here. And don't worry, over the course of the weeks, you will get stronger and get more endurance out of this. All right, now we're on to triceps. Triceps. It says 2 sets of warm up and parallel bar dips, which I don't know why you would do that because I'm pretty warmed up at this point. I mean, I've done chest and I've done legs and I can't hardly walk, but I'm not warming up at parallel bar dips. We're going, it says lat push downs. Now, that could be straight arm push downs and then to dumbbell extensions, but I'm gonna do tricep push downs because I don't get much out of that. I'm interpreting that means tricep push downs instead of lat straight arm push downs. And then you do dumbbell extensions. You go positive and negative failure on both of those, which is kind of weird to me doing negative failure on push downs, but 80% max. And there's another one. You're gonna have to figure out kind of what you can do one time on a lot of these weird single joint exercises, but here we go.
And it may only take one time.
It may, you know, 8%. And you know, comment down below if you think I'm doing the wrong exercise. If you think I should be doing lat push down, straight arming it to my thigh. But the key here is burnout. You're just going to burnout. And once you get there, you'll have to get kind of, if you don't have a spotter, you'll have to get a little bit of a...
So is there like a physical therapy program after this, or like...
CYBERGENICS Physical Therapy Phase One.
I feel like this was job security in the 90s.
And then you lower it as slow as you can. And that's the thing on these negatives. Really pay attention to that negative. And don't speed through them.
So I have a question, James. Would you do this with your clients?
I do this kind of stuff with my clients, but not so intense. Now we got nose breakers here.
Let's go.
Or dumbbell extensions, which is pretty much, you know, which I prefer to do this with a bar, but I'm trying to follow what it says. And I'll do them like this, because these are hard. And I'm gonna do this to negative failure, it says. But you can also, just a little tip, you can go right into presses, like dumbbell presses, if you want to. Because it comes down to it, it's just all about all-out effort and pushing it. So presses work, because negatives on this would work like that. You lower it down.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't think I've ever done these.
And that is the one round of it. I'm going to do one more and I'm going to move on to the next one. So let's get on. So this is set 2T of triceps. And I guess T stands for totally waxed at this point, because I am. Close grip bench press, 75% max, 2 sets, positive and negative failure on close grips. And so my triceps and chest are pickled already. This will not take long. Close grips. You got close grip bench press, you're gonna get it in here. On most barbells, it's somewhere right about where the hash marks end. If you're just pressing on a standard Olympic bar, about shoulder width. Let your elbows come close to you as you lower it down below nipple and then press up. And I'm not trying to set up here for any kind of like specific form for, you know, arching my back. I'm doing it bodybuilding style. I'm just laying back, legs are all loose, and just pressing for the pump. And when I get to the point, because I can't press it no more, I'll lower it down with that negative, which is coming soon. One more. All right, let the fun begin. Slow as you can lower it. And then up. I'm gonna try to get 2 or 3. One more. And your spotter will get a lot of bicep curls and deadlifts in on this workout for sure. Whew. All right, and now this is a long workout. These workouts can take a long time. That's why I'm saying don't rest a long time in between sets. Get after it. Maximum effort, right? So legs, 2 sets of warm up with squats, did that. Now we're going on leg presses to leg extensions. One of the most interesting supersets that you're gonna do in your life. One of the most painful. Awesome. 80% positive failure on leg presses, positive negative failure on leg extension. Let's go. So here we go.
So as the spotter, am I picking you off the ground? How's this happen?
Well, on this, you're not doing anything. I'm just pressing this till, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't go super heavy on leg press. I mean, you can keep stacking plates on this, and
right.
I mean, what's 100% max on leg press? You know, you can't really tell what that is. You're just basically repping this out until you can't, which could take a long time, but it won't. We'll get there pretty quick with the positive failure. Just pick something. I would say pick something you can get about 15 times on this, because the real work is about to happen when I move to the leg extension. Because over here, you're going to positive and negative failure. 80% max, and there's not, so when's the last time that you PR'd on your leg extension? You know, never, that's never happened. But I am gonna go pretty heavy because I gotta go negatives at the end of this. Again, don't try to just slop through your reps too much. Get good quality reps, but don't linger too long either. All right.
It sounds like watch your body type coming out. Then, how does it feel?
And then negative, this is the most painful thing you'll do in here. Woo! Negative, and then this machine's got a cool little handle to help get it up. And then lower it. And that's painful. And then you're gonna do that 2 or 3 times before you go on to the next one. I'll tell you right now, if you've got a spotter, it's nice because number one, you got somebody that can kind of push you through these, because you need somebody on that. And also they can pick it up from there and help you lower it down. Negative failure is something you're really gonna experience on this one. Kind of like the barbell press, it just gives way and just goes. So now we're on to squats or leg presses. 60% max, 2 sets, just a positive failure. Positive failure on squats. Now, I did leg presses, so I'm gonna squat now. And here's the thing about positive failure on squats. I would recommend not going to positive failure on squats. Push yourself till you almost get there, but don't go to positive failure on squats. That's not fun, and it's not any good for you to clamshell. Like, that's the end of the set. Yep, yeah, he just fell over, he's done. He's going to positive failure, just squat. And it says 60% of my max, which I'm gonna throw 135 on there. I'm gonna squat somewhere around 300 pounds, but I'm not, again, it's just all about effort. And you know, you want enough weight where you're not doing 20, 30 reps on this or anything, but anyway. I'm just gonna get good form on squats. And this workout's been going on for about, you know, at this point, legs is the second cycle of this, so about 30 minutes. And I still got triceps and deadlifts to go. So it's a lot of stuff, but and on paper it looks like you're gonna be doing it a long time, but you're not. Because it's not making you go through this too many times. I'm only doing this like two times through. And I'll build up to 3. And that's enough of that. And again, it says positive failure, 60% of your max. Just get some reps with squats and just push yourself till you're about to stop, but don't go to your legs are just totally quivering because you have more things to do. You must keep moving. Now we're on to leg curls. 75% max, positive and negative failure. And again, you're on negative failure on a single joint exercise, don't hurt yourself. Go heavy enough to wear yourself out, but not so heavy that it's going to, you know, blow an O-ring or something like that. Having a spotter would help because I'm gonna have to buck this to get it down. 2 sets of these. It does not say move up to 3 sets, it says 2 sets. And you know what? I'm gonna do that. So leg curls, 75% max, positive and negative failure. And my gym has a seated leg curl, which I would prefer a lying leg curl. You can do either one, it doesn't matter. You can do a standing leg curl. It's just trying to get you to burn your hamstrings up. This isn't some powerlifting program where you're going for, you know, building up your poundage and stuff. And that brings me to another note. Let go of the amount of weight you've been lifting. Don't put an emphasis that, you know, you need to be lifting your 100-pound dumbbells or squatting 315 to get a good workout. This isn't that kind of workout. This is a workout to throw a shock to your system, and that's positive. And then negative would be bucket and then lower it, which, while not as painful as leg extensions, it has its own special kind of pain. Two sets of those. Now, we're off to toe raises. But I'm not gonna film me doing calves because let's face it, we all know that you don't even know where the calf machine is. So just do some calves. I mean, there's instructions. I'm gonna post all of this workout down in the drop-down menu next to the comments. Look, check it out for yourself. All the sets and reps are gonna be in there. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm also gonna deadlift here in just a second. And you know what deadlifting looks like? The deadlift portion of it, basically, it says lower back. You're doing 3 sets of deadlifts, that's it. 50%, 75% max, 85% max. It's nothing special, it's just wanting you to do something. It's really just 3 sets.
One of your vitamins are anti-inflammatories, I'm pretty sure.
And then, and you take 9 ibuprofens at the end of this workout. But anyway, that's the workout, guys. I'm gonna post, like I said, the workout will be posted down below. Hit me up if you have any questions at all. I'd love to answer them. Like I said, this program changed my life as a young man, and I hope it can help you out and break you through any plateaus that you're currently facing. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.